Hey everybody, Icy Cat here. Yesterday we got a couple of exclusive CTU-based weapon skins. Now these could only be purchased with rainbow credits, not renowned, so before you spend your hard-earned money on them, let's take a closer look at this weapon skin review to see if they make the cut. So yesterday I started playing Siege, and I wasn't even immediately aware, but there was new content in the shop. The pop-up menu is still talking about the Royal Camo that was made available the other week, and I didn't necessarily know right away. I had seen a posting on the subreddit, somebody said there was something new, so I checked it out, and sure enough, there it was. Under the GSG9 operators, there was the Bundas skin. In addition to that, we also had the Saltire skin and the Skull weapon skin pack. Starting with Bundas, this is for GSG9 only. This is a CTU-specific weapon skin. You can put it on any of the guns that are there. I did see somebody on the subreddit claim that there was a bundle price for this. I could not confirm that. I didn't see it in my shop, so I don't know if that was a platform exclusive. Maybe that was for PC or PlayStation 4 or something. I don't know, but I didn't see that in the Xbox store, so I can't confirm that one way or the other. The price for all of these skins range between 400-ish to 300-ish rainbow credits, depending on which of the three skins we were talking about. And that's kind of in line with what the premium skins have been costing so far. As I mentioned in the intro, these are not available for renown. You can only get them with rainbow credits. And as we're just doing some of this gameplay examples here on Terrorist Hunt, you can see what it looks like under various lighting conditions and on various weapons. It has the nice deep blacks on top, which transitions into the metallic reds and then into the gold. This color combination is meant to represent the flag of Germany. Bundeswehr is the Unified Armed Forces of Germany, and so having the flag colors represented here is pretty symbolic. We also have the German Eagle, which is present on many military and law enforcement insignias around the country, and there's what appears to be gears worked into the color transitions. In the red, you can really see the gears. There's some in the gold as well. I'm not sure what that signifies. Maybe there's somebody out there that has a little bit of insight into why those gears might be worked in there. I find the red on here a little bright for me. And even though it's one I might not use personally a whole lot, it's definitely a cool combination of colors, and I just like the way the metallics are set off. It has some nice reflections when light hits it at certain angles, and it's overall a pretty slick looking skin. This one is called Saltire. This is the flag of Great Britain, or the Union Jack. The flag is made up of a few different elements. It has the red cross of St. George, the cross of St. Patrick, and the Saltire of St. Andrew. I mean, I guess this last element was selected as the name for the skin, even though the flag of Scotland specifically is more commonly referred to as a Saltire. Of course, Scotland's flag is just part of the Union Jack. It's just odd that they isolated that element specifically to, call that for the Union Jack skin, but that's just what they went with. But I guess any flag that has that diagonal cross on it is considered a Saltire. As mentioned, this is a SAS CTU specific weapon skin only. It can be put on any of the SAS weapons, and it has a very nice metallic finish to it. The red is kind of bright, we have the blue metallic there, and then we sort of have like a white or almost like a chrome sort of a texture there underneath it all. It's very, very shiny, very metallic, and interesting in that way. It throws off a lot of interesting light reflections. Definitely a patriotic nod for the SAS team. The next CTU-specific skin that was available is the Skull weapon skin. This is available for Spetsnaz operators. You can put this on any of their weapons. Again, available for rainbow credits only. This is just a black and white skin with a lot of these skulls kind of hand-carved into them. They are positioned individually, very specifically on the weapons. I've noticed on a few of the weapons they try to take advantage of the layout, specifically where there might be like a lever, a hole, a notch, something like that, and they'll try to line that up with like where the skull's eye socket is, or the mouth, or something like that, where they really try to kind of wrap the individual weapon around the elements that are there. So these are hand placed specifically. It's not just a generic weapon wrap. Additionally, if you look closely, you'll notice that this skin, as well as the Bundeswehr skin, have a slight normal mapping to them, or displacement mapping for the layperson. This is where you'll get that bumpy texture that matches the image underneath it. So it looks like those bumpy textures are kind of raised off the surface of the gun a little bit. And you'll notice that in the reflections as you are moving around. The light will catch it in certain ways, and you'll see that quote-unquote bumpiness to the texture. As with the other two skins, this is available for only this CTU. Only the Spetsnaz operators seem to be able to gain access to this. It is available for any of the Spetsnaz weapons. Additionally, we got some new headgears that were thrown into the mix. One of the ones I picked up right away was the World War I headgear that was available for Thatcher. I really liked that one when I saw it previewed out in Cologne, and I was excited to be able to pick that up. I really kind of enjoy that concept of him. Instead of him having his normal gas mask, he's now got this like World War I trench warfare kind of thing with the helmet there. It's a really cool thing, and I like that one. There's also a few other ones. I'll just kind of preview through some of these. Some of them I picked up, some of them I didn't, but these are all new ones that were added in and available at the same time. We have this super bright one for Jaeger. I find that hilarious because I notice that a lot of aggressive players tend to roll with Jaeger. They'll roam aggressively, and he's light, he's fast, he has that assault rifle carbine. If they have the guts to put on this orange helmet on top of it to make them an easier target to hit, then I guess more power to them. It makes it easier for the rest of us to try to shoot them back. Some of these other ones kind of run the gamut from really interesting to a little bit silly, but you're sure to find something you like here. If you're like me and you prefer the more tactical styles, there's choices that you have. If you prefer things that go a little bit more in the silly direction, there's also choices that you can find in this lineup. So no matter what your style is, you're sure to find something. Now, one thing I did notice is that when I picked these up yesterday, they were all available. And then today, I noticed not all of these were available anymore. And I think the first comparison that I'm going to be able to draw to this is if you remember back in Season 1, the same kind of thing happened. They had the Glacier skin that came out. And I saw it, I picked it up, I was using it in my videos, and then people started commenting like, where is this skin? I can't find it. And then I looked, and sure enough, it was like no longer available. It had only been there for like a day or two, and then it was gone. And it seems like the same thing may have happened here. One thing that I'm noticing with the skin release pattern in Season 2 that I really like is that they're staggering the release. So they had all this content that was available that we could preview when we were out in Germany, and we showed it on the live stream, and you could kind of see what all those new things were. But then when it came out and it launched, not all of it was available, and we've been seeing it get released a little bit here, a little bit there. That's really good. It keeps the content coming over a prolonged period of time and has some interest for people to check back regularly, weekly or every other week to kind of see what's new. And the approach they took in Season 1 just had the gemstone skins, and that got kind of old fast because after the first couple that were interesting, then it's like, well, so it's like a couple of weeks went by. Well, what's the new color? But that's really all it was like, what's the color? It wasn't like a new style, a new design. Here we have a wide variety of styles and designs that have been coming out, and there's more to come. So, these will be coming out further in the season. I'm sure of that. I think we're just going to see a staggered release, and maybe a few got dropped a little earlier than intended or something. I do know that in the previous season when this happened, for those of us that did purchase the Glacier skin and then it got pulled, or some of the other ones like the Division skin where you signed in like right away in the first period of it becoming available, like anybody could get it, and then after that it was only people who had the game. So there's a little bit of a goof there with the access. The people that got it that maybe weren't intended to have gotten it were allowed to keep it. And I think that we're going to see the same thing here. If you did get it in the first night that the content came out, just because it's been pulled from the store, I don't think that means you're going to lose it. I still had my content even after it was yanked from the store, so I'm pretty sure that that's going to apply for everybody. And again, I'm just going back to what happened in Season 1 as sort of my basis for comparison on that. So that wraps up this preview of the new content that's been made available. Some of it was really exclusive and only available for the first night yesterday, but you can still get the Bundeswehr skin right now as well as a couple of other things, so make sure that you check that out if you're interested. If you do see an item here that you want to pick up and it's been taken out of the store, don't worry. I'm almost positive that it will be coming very soon. It's just a matter of when. And if you did pick it up, don't worry about it. If it's been yanked from the store, you will almost certainly be allowed to keep it just based on the way they've handled this situation before. As always, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest news and information for Rainbow Six Siege. You can also follow IcyCat25 on either Facebook or Twitter. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you next time.